Alright guys, we got the Fitorch Px18 on deck, 3500 lumens, 350 meter distance, 7 light effects. We got the 5-year warranty, USB-C, a candle mode. So I've only had, I think, one other Fitorch a while ago. I think I still have it. I think it took a 26650 or 23650, I think, but that was a long time ago. There's some of the modes here. We'll just take a quick look. I should have hopefully everything in here. So I've been kind of messed up lately. Yeah, we get the lanyard. Could be missing some shit, I don't know. But watch, there's 2 other YouTubers that did a video. The Danny something and the other guy. So let's open this up. So that's for the little pocket clip, the little cheap Chinese tool. Oh, don't go away, baby. USB A to C charging cable. That's cool. You get a little pouch with it. So that's really nice. And we get the manual here. So you'll definitely know the similarities to the SK05 Pro, which a lot of people say they copied it, which yeah, I 100% agree, but that's just it, you know. Happens all the time. Do I really care? Nah, it doesn't really bother me anymore. Depends what one you like better, you know. We get the spotlight and the flood. So the spotlight uses one SFT25. The floodlight is the XPG4, which 3 of them. Plus the side light, so it has a built-in, which yeah, a lot of people don't like. Should they have done that? No. But, you know, it's just what it is. Some people won't even buy lights with built-in, but it doesn't bother me too much. You get the Type-C charging, which is awesome, which obviously for a light this size, this new, it should have it IPX67, so that is decent. Yeah, this does have magnets too. I'm sure you can get the batteries out by, or the battery, by taking that off, but obviously I'm not going to do it. The charging port. And you kind of will see right here, you know, I thought the light would come from somewhere up here so it looks better, but it doesn't look as cool as you think it would look. Look at that, you can just see that. USB-C charging port. You get little heat sinks. They're not that big. This thing is pretty big. It's definitely bigger than the SK05 Pro. We'll try to get that. Which I was thinking this was going to be about this size or so, but it's pretty small. Put that back here. You get your power button, lock. One's throw, flood, then RGB goodness. Which we'll talk more about this versus that later. So yeah, overall really nice. You got to put the clip does not come on. That's why you get the Torx head. So you can put it in. There's 2 screws there. Very, yeah, we'll talk about that later. I don't want to say too much right now. I like to talk more when I go outside. But yeah, I like it, you know, for the most part. All right, we'll go through the modes here. It is locked out. This one is throw. Then we get the battery level indicator. Press and hold, or we'll say the 100 to 50 is green, 50 to 10 is red, and below 10 is red flashing. So Once you get to, you know, if you first see it on red, you're pretty good, but if you've been using it a little bit, you know you got to charge it. Press and hold to go through the modes. So the speed is pretty good. It could be a little faster in my opinion. It's not the worst. It's not, you know, it's all right. So double click turbo, and then this will be a strobe warning. Triple click again. Oh, strobe. Triple again. SOS. So now we got the flood. The battery indicator will go on. So the speed is like the same. Double click, turbo, triple, you know, for strobe, and then triple again for SOS. Then we got RGB, which they put the, it's like the side light in there, so it doesn't look as cool as you'd think. I'm gonna actually turn this off. Turn all the lights off, so hopefully we can see it a little better. Boom, boom. Very easy operation. One click on, one click off. Press and hold to go through all the colors, which most people will probably be the red, you know, to preserve night vision or just to have fun. Double click will flash. Double click again, you get the, it's like all the colors, like the RGB WIC or so. So you get a bunch of colors, but it's very hard to see. Oh, you can kind of see it there a little bit. Which I do like that mode the best. But I will say, you know, it just doesn't look as cool as I thought. Because it's kind of foggy, but some areas are like whiter. Because it almost feels like a plastic. So, yeah, it's like, you know, some things just aren't as cool. But you can double click again like a strobe. Which this one's blue. But I like that, that's cool. It goes through all the colors. Yeah, it's just not as cool as I thought. And then single click to go back. Then you can press and hold to go through all the colors. And when you're in the RGB, you double click and then hold for the candle. So that's pretty cool. That's probably the best feature of that, pretty much the little candle mode. All right, so I think that'll be it for this part. We're gonna take it outside whenever I can go out. I've been waiting to since the withdrawal, so hopefully next weekend. But yeah, overall, I like it. But we'll talk more once I go out. And obviously these are my thoughts, you know. I buy all my shit with my own money so I can say what I want. I'm not a shill. You know, if you would disagree, that's fine. But all right, let's go outside. All right, guys, we got the Fitorch Px18 out. So we'll shine it at this tree again, at the top, the tippy top. That's the lowest mode. It is on, you can see it a little bit there. Next mode up. That should be the high. Turbo. All right, we'll do the flood now. So it is a bit windy out here, so I'm not going to do any walking. I'm just going to keep this stationary because if this camera drops, it will break. So yeah, but we'll do the flood, and it might be a little harder to pick up than normal. We got the lowest mode. It is on. I can't see it at the tree. Next mode up. I can see just a teensy weensy bit. Next one, now I can see it. It's not lighting it up, but there's the next mode. Now that should be high, and then boom. Double click for turbo. But now we'll just do press and hold for the turbo spot and flood. Boom. All right, we'll shine it down to the right again. Lowest mode. Next mode up. Next mode up. That's high. Double click for turbo. All right, we'll do the same for flood. It's on the lowest. So I can see it a little bit ahead of me, but it sucks today it's bright out. Next mode up. Next mode up. So this will be a really nice walking. Boom. That's high. Double click for turbo. For the flood. All right, now we'll press and hold for turbo for both. Boom. I like that a lot. All right, now we're to the left a little bit. Got down low. Next mode up. That is high. And that's turbo. All right, we'll do the same for flood. It is on. Next mode up. That is high. Boom, turbo. All right, we'll do the same thing, press and hold for turbo for both. Boom. Now we're at the other spot. This is probably my favorite little spot for now until the leaves come out, and then it'll be a lot narrower. We'll go the flood or the spot. There's high. Turbo. All right, we'll do the same thing, flood. That's the lowest. So like I said, the second mode, you can definitely walk around good. It is hitting the tree there too. And that's high. Turbo. All right, so we'll do the, I got the SK05 Pro, which I forgot to do on the other side, so we'll do it here. It's a nice little spot, you know what I mean. So we'll do the Px18 first, just turbo only. Turbo throw. SK05 Pro. Px18. SK05 Pro. So yeah, the hotspot's definitely smaller. Then I'm gonna put them both on. Px18, SK05 Pro. Px18, SK05 Pro. We'll do the same thing for flood. So Px18, flood turbo. SK05 Pro. Px18, SK05 Pro. Px18, SK05 Pro. Px18 again, SK05 Pro. All right, we'll do the same thing, the press and hold, so it's turbo for both. Px18. I love that you can do this. SK05 Pro. Px18. You can tell the tint's a little different too. SK05 Pro. The hotspot's definitely a little bit smaller. Px18. SK05 Pro. All right, guys, let's walk and talk with the Px18. So overall, I do like this. I am glad I bought it. I do want to still get that jet beam, the what is it, the 38, I forget. But gotta wait. So then I can compare that with this, and then maybe the SK05 Pro. I do like the SK05 Pro better, but I like this mode switch better, because that one, oh, I really don't like it, man. Especially in the winter, it's hard to rotate it, because it's not as grippy as this. This has, you know, a much better grip, because there's perforations in there, so you can grip it with your damn fingers. Yeah, the tint's pretty good on this too. I'd say it's not perfect, because the lower modes are kind of, for the throw, a little kind of greenish. Not terrible, but once you get high, it's definitely cool white. So you guys can tell that it's not bad, but it's just something to note, because a lot of people, you know, don't really say that. Boom. And it is pretty bright too. Obviously not the brightest light, but it's fine. I really don't care too much about the brightest light anymore, because the brighter they are, the hotter they get. This is perfect. You can see the beam, like walking through here, is really nice, because it has a little bit of throw. Let's actually go over here. It just has a little bit of throw, you know, the flood, and it's still a lot of flood. So yeah, that's the positive. The negative, obviously, built-in battery. I wish they would have had a removable, but they did not. Or at least if they would have put like a 6,000, that would have been better. But it is what it is. The RGB is cool, I like it. It's not as good looking as I thought, but it's still cool. And it is pretty comfortable, you know, because the way it is, I thought it was going to be uncomfortable, because there's, you know, the aluminum over it. You know what I mean? But it's pretty comfortable. Most spacing is pretty good, so I dig that. Brightness is fine for me. The throw is pretty good. It's not, you know, they're not the best, but you need bigger reflectors and probably a smaller LED, obviously. But I don't want to go, we'll go back. Yeah, I don't know what one is smaller because I think this has SFT25, right? R, I think. But it's pretty good. You know, I don't really complain. Has enough throw for what I need. So, but obviously, if you're on like a big farm or something, you would need more. But yeah, I'm not walking on the other side. It's just cold, and I've been walking. I walked here, and I'm walking home. Plus, I'm still going through withdrawal, so I'll probably feel like shit later. So if you do edibles for a while and you quit, like I was having heart palpitations and shit, so I quit that and stopped drinking pop. I've only had a little bit, but yeah, fucking withdrawal. This is like the 3rd week. Look at that. Boom. I love that. It's momentary though, but yeah, I do like this light. I think I saw it on Banggood today too for like 75 bucks. I think I paid, I forget what I paid, a little under 100. But yeah, 75 bucks is worth it. You know, some people aren't gonna like the non-removable battery, but I dig it. I will say a negative is that obviously the button's a little mushy. It's not terrible, but it could definitely be improved. The SKL5 Pro button's definitely much better. But it should have made the switch a little bigger too. But yeah, overall I dig this light. I got more reviews coming. I got Olight, which I'm gonna do next weekend if it's nice out. Yeah, let's go. See, we got the RGB. But I always forget which way to flick this damn thing. That's the problem. But if you guys have this, let me know. Do you like it? Do you hate it? But I will say the mode spacing is pretty good too. I just wish it had a little better tint on the lower modes. We got a wabbit. Come here, wabbit. Come here. I like rabbits, man. Where the hell are you? But yeah, hopefully you guys are watching this. I get no damn views. Yeah, this thing is good. Really nice circle too, with these new round LEDs. You can see it's like a little pinkish there, but not bad. You know, if I'm looking like that, I don't see it. It's not like the that Ace Beam, was it the T37? I returned that thing. Disappointed. But like me, I keep this shit fucking real. So I buy my shit, so if I don't like it, I don't like it. But I'm glad I bought this. I wish I paid 75, but unfortunately I paid a little more. Oh, there's someone walking up there too. But yeah, things they can improve on. Obviously, exchangeable batteries, you know, 2 5,000 would be sweet, 2 4,000. That's what I'd like to see in the next one. Maybe I don't know, maybe a little different LED for a little more throw would be cool. You know, like a more throwy version. But I'm happy with the throw. I mean, look at that. It's a really nice beam. But it is a little big too, this light. I kind of thought the SKO5 Pro was going to be like this size, but that's a little smaller. But yeah, if they do that, improve the battery, improve the switch mechanism, will be pretty sweet. But I believe that is all I got with this light. I just want to get home. It's cold, and I know I'll feel like shit later. See what? Boom. All right, guys. Peace.